Who can declare themselves bankrupt?
You can only declare yourself bankrupt if you are truly insolvent. This means that each month you don't have enough money to cover both your reasonable living expenses and debt repayments, and or the total amount of your assets is less than the total amount of your debt.
When is the right time to declare bankruptcy?
By and large, most people who declare bankruptcy have no alternative. They would usually have tried informal solutions such as informal repayments and debt consolidation and found that their problems remained unsolved. They might also have considered the possibility of an IVA and found that they could not afford the repayments that it requires. Once all these options are exhausted, the only thing left to do is go bankrupt.
If I go bankrupt, who will deal with my case?
When you declare bankruptcy, an official receiver is appointed by the court. The official receiver has the responsibility for administering your bankruptcy. Therefore, they will decide what will happen to any assets you have and whether you'll be asked to make monthly payments towards your debt in the form of an income payment order. The official receiver is also responsible for looking into your financial affairs for the period before your bankruptcy.
How long will bankruptcy last?
With the introduction of the Enterprise Act into law in April 2004, your bankruptcy will normally last for 12 months. It will only last for longer than this if you've been bankrupt before or there are other special circumstances. At the end of your bankruptcy, you will be discharged. This means that you're no longer a bankrupt person and can continue with your life free from bankruptcy restrictions.
What happens to my assets?
If you go bankrupt, you will lose control of your assets. Your house may be at risk if there is any equity in it, and so will your car if it's worth more than £1,500. These assets will be seized by the court and shared between your creditors, but doesn't usually include normal household products.
Can I save my assets by signing them over into somebody else's name?
No. The court will check as to whether you have given away any major assets or sold them for less than their true value over the last 5 years.
Will I have to make any monthly payments to the court?
As a bankrupt person, you'll be expected to make your best effort to repay what you can to your creditors through the court. The official receiver will assess your ability to make monthly payments by considering your income and reasonable monthly living expenditures.
Will your job be affected if you declare bankruptcy?
There are various professions which will not allow you to continue to practice whilst you are a bankrupt person. These include lawyers, chartered accountants, or many positions within the financial services industry. You will also not be able to be a Member of Parliament, Justice of the Peace, or local authority member. If you're a member of the police force or armed forces, declaring bankruptcy may have an adverse effect on your career. Before declaring bankruptcy, you must discuss your circumstances with your personnel department or a superior. As a bankrupt person, you cannot operate as a limited company director or be involved in the promotion, formation or management of a limited company without permission from the court.
Will my spouse or partner be affected by my bankruptcy?
If your financial affairs are separate, the answer is no. Assets which are truly in your spouse or partner's name cannot be taken into account if you declare bankruptcy.
Can I go bankrupt more than once?
Yes, however, if you declare bankruptcy a second time, the period for your bankruptcy order is likely to last for more than 12 months, and your income payment order may be extended too.